First at 10, grab your thickest rain jacket and get those galoshes ready.
And check your storm kit too. The rainmaker that's coming our way could cause some real trouble. Take a look at the system expected to bring us several days of downpours. It's called a Kona low because it draws wind and rain up from the south, hitting the Kona or leeward sides of the islands. This one is so ominous, the governor has issued a state of emergency for the entire island chain, putting the National Guard on standby.
Many roads are already slick from nighttime showers rolling in. This is a live look at the base of the Friday Highway in windward Oahu. And just down the road, Kailua-bound lanes are closed on Kamehameha Highway until 5 a.m.
Crews are there right now near Kapa'a Quarry Road, racing to shore up a hill where there was a landslide yesterday. And then tomorrow, one right lane of the Poly Highway will be closed for slope stabilization just after the Honolulu-bound tunnels from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
This all comes after mud, rocks, and trees have come down in several spots during the recent rains. Let's get more now on the timeline for this incoming system from our chief meteorologist, Jennifer Robbins.
And it's going to be a very busy night, especially for the western end of the state. Into tomorrow, it's going to be a messy commute. So make sure to wake up early enough, check out the roadways, and take your time and be safe and drive with aloha. You can actually see the center of this Kona low, and the low itself is about 500 miles away, but it's acting like a pulley, pulling up that deep tropical moisture from the south. And like Keahi was talking about, it's called Kona because of the direction the winds are coming in from the south over those leeward spots. We will be seeing the heaviest of the showers initially over the western end of the state, and we will be seeing some thunderstorms fire up as well. It looks like hit or miss showers though for Hawaii Island, so still very unstable there, but for the rest of us, that's where the substantial rain could be within the next 36 hours. Already seeing that leading edge of a weak front that's moving through. That's the first component of all of this. We will be seeing a steady band of moisture. It's almost like a conveyor belt directed over the western end of the state, and it continues to come our way with those south winds pushing it our way. The most instability will be over the western end of the state as well. If you look towards the eastern end, you see all that clearing that's happening right now, much drier air mass, but it's been a wet night already. We're seeing rainfall rates about a half an inch to 1 inch per hour, and we could exceed anywhere from 1 to 3 inches per hour for tomorrow. So that brings up our totals up to about 6 inches of possibility. And you could see the power of water, very dangerous. 1 foot can pick up cars, 2 feet can move SUVs. So remember to turn around and don't drown.
Thank you very much, Jen.
It's a first alert weather day, and that will continue into your Thursday and Friday. We're tracking this Kona low. You can see it loud and clear on the satellite, and it's drawing up deep tropical moisture. It is about 500 miles away. The low itself, the center of it, is going to remain over open waters, but it's pulling up moisture, and the focus will be Maui County all the way to Kauai, and we'll see the most rain within the next 2 days. So we're watching this very carefully for the instability, the thunderstorms, and where it's most unstable. It's like a conveyor belt of moisture directed over the western end of the state, and you can see how far south that goes. It's called Kona because of the direction of the winds coming in over those leeward sides, and we will be seeing this for several days at a time. It's acting like a pulley, the low itself, and that's going to pull up that deep tropical moisture, and it's going to sit over the island chain for several days, and that's a big concern, and that's why we're going to be seeing the threats of heavy rain, flooding, and several days of heavy rain we're talking about, especially over the western end of the state. Hawaii Island not out of the woods. They're still going to see some sporadic downpours here and there with the instability, but it looks like the most rain focused over the western end of the state. Tonight through Friday will be the big concern for us. The rainfall totals are going to vary each place, anywhere from 1 to 8 inches of possibility. Where there are thunderstorms, even more rain. So a foot of rain could be added into the mix. So this brings us to record rain for the month of May. So a very serious situation to get that much rain in that amount of time. So flood alerts will be up throughout the week related to this Kona low, and we will be seeing the most significant rain initially over Oahu and Maui County on Thursday, and that's because of the direction of that deep tropical moisture sitting over the western end of the state, and then that band of moisture then retreats back and then sits over Kauai on Friday. So we will be watching the radar within the next several days, so you can download note, our interactive radar is a great tool to have, especially as our weather changes hour by hour. You can see right now that band of moisture is heaviest. As you take a closer look, we are going to be seeing some heavy pockets over Oahu and Maui County into tomorrow. We are starting to see some heavy pockets right now offshore. That's 1 to 2 inches per hour, and that's going to translate to some flooding in the morning. So be careful during your morning commute. Make sure to tune in to Guy Hoggy on Sunrise. He'll give you the latest on the road conditions and what's happening. Within the next several days, how much rain can we get in the bucket? Let's take a closer look. Here's the band of rain that we're tracking. 11:30 in the morning. It sits there, and that's why it's a big concern. It's stationary through Thursday, and then it starts retreating back by the time we get into Friday. So we will be seeing a big range in the totals. We're talking about a trace to maybe half an inch on Hawaii Island, Maui County, less rain compared to the rest of the island chain when it comes to the western end. We're talking about anywhere from a half an inch to even 1 inch of rain, up to 5 to 6 inches of possibility according to this. So we'll be watching all the elements come together, and that's a big concern for flooding on the roadways. So remember, flash flooding could occur at any moment. Turn around and don't drown, and don't drive through moving water. So in the next several days, marked in red, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Keep it tuned here, your First Alert team.
Thank you so much, Jen.